Oh, I miss walking around more.
The fresh air.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want to hibernate. It's so cold and windy, and it's not even near we're not even getting it like a lot. Supposedly, I don't know. I look at different maps and I get different. There's a different perception. So I guess, and then if I were there, the map would probably be different. I remember looking at my weather app, driving down 43rd Street to go to the Farmhouse Cafe in Omaha for like Sunday morning brunch. And it was snowing out, like sleeting, like blowing snow, and very cold and blustery. And it said but it's Benny barked in the light flash. Did you see that? Benny, chill.
It's okay.
And it said it was like 43 degrees and partially sunny. And I was like, they don't like. And then I get how we create reality. Mom and I were just talking about that, Mom, about how we. Like, there's all that water in the ocean, but how much water is in the ocean because there's no person on the earth that has ever seen all the water. Witnessed it. So reality, things don't exist unless there's a person that is there to observe it. They don't even have to, they just have to be there to experience it. They don't even have to ever report back. Just, the fact that consciousness, somebody witnesses it, that just puts that reality out into the realms, and then people of that, frequency tune into that event and have similar events in their incarnation. And if it's not in this incarnation, it's in another, it's coming, or it's always at time. See, it all happens at the same time. I see how past lives, they're not past, they're going on congruently right now. Hopefully I'm not making them in all future. See, because we all have this shared experience. We all, I believe that every person that I come across, I have lived as them at some point.
That's interesting.
And everyone I will ever come across, I will have been them. And nice. People that you're related to in your soul family that you keep incarnating with time and time and time and time and again. Mom, she's been, she's been daughter, she's kind of daughter now. I'm caretaker. I'm the, okay, let's go brush your teeth. All right, let's have a rate, try to make life fun. Because the experiencer, it's going to keep having the experience until the light go, it's not fun no more. And people start checking out. I've had to be real careful because there's been times I just take me now. I just can't. I don't know how I'm going to get through the ordeal in which I'm going to get through. I was just talking to Mom about, I said, Mom, I've had a lot of near-death experiences.
That's a lot.
But then, maybe I died, and then how I came out of it, I was a different version of the person going into the experience. I've drowned, I was at 10 months old. I've had things happen to me that babies die from. My hip still pops. Chill out, Luna. Benny, you be nice. It's real windy out. Just the energy is just so potent, and animals pick up on things that we don't.
That's true. Yeah.
They get, I'm always paying attention to how they're acting to let me know. Good boy, Benny. It's okay. You're allowed. You can go up there. You're okay. It's your world too, Benno. Consensus reality. And the more people that tune into a storyline, that's how they were creating the experience of the majority. All the minorities make up a majority. They do. They don't think that they do, but it's us at the bottom. Poverty consciousness doesn't come from people that like don't have enough money to pay their electric bill or water bill. It's poverty consciousness is the mentality of the CEO that makes $300,000 a year in a city where there's only 6,000 people in the city limit, 7,000 people that live here full time. And I mean, there's so many people that go without because they can't afford stuff. So the poverty consciousness, in fact, comes from people at the top that are of the mindset that they're so deserving of all that they get. Because why? They take a shit at the same time every day? What do they do? Like, if you follow them around, if a camera crew, like, what do these people do? They ha a lot. This dude, that Lewis dude, that's like the CEO of Kit Carson, and they have solar everywhere, so why is my electricity bill $254 when most of our time is spent in the dark and with the heat off? Like, we use the heat like an hour in the evening before bed. The little space heater, mind you. And then, that's, so because they changed my bill date, but my bill date is set to be paid on the due date, so that shouldn't impact my bill at all. And what kind of hocus pocus bullshit is that? Like, they run rackets. The cable I know this. I was in IT for years and years, and I still track this stuff, and I've talked about it in several videos in years past about that's what they do is they dial things up, and it's demand. Like, they demand more money because they supply what people need. Like, what nobody should be going without anything on planet Earth. Anything. Nothing. Like, healthcare, like, this country's a joke, and only more and more freaking veterans are gonna off themselves because this is not what was in the, this is not what people signed up for, and because so many people got greedy. So many people got greedy that it's like that movie A Wonderful Life, when you hear a bell, an angel gets its wings. Well, for every millionaire and gazillionaire, there's more families on the street because there's more developers, and and they don't think about people that are poor. So, but the people that are poor, they still exist. And so we've had to learn how to become real resourceful. Right? So who's going to be better off this year? Because the earth is changing. I wonder how the earth is going to change this next year. I mean, I'm talking like this that I got over here. I got this big old map. Big old map. Got it at like the school store here in town. It ain't gonna look like this no more. People don't get it. Like, as much as the volcanoes are popping off, landslides everywhere. Like, it's all the movies Hollywood ever made, because it planted all the seeds. It planted all the seeds of everybody that exists, that has collectively created the reality that we're all consensusly sharing right now. I just want everybody to have a place to go to be warm when they're cold. I don't care what their medicine is. I don't care the color of their skin. I don't care what's in their pants. I don't care. I just, cause it's gonna get harder out there. It's gonna get bad out there. And everybody like has a place to be during the storm. And I know there's a lot of travelers. I know there's people that like jumping trains and living that lifestyle, and that's cool for some. It's not a lifestyle that people like do like 20, 30, 40, 50. I mean, it's not. Doesn't have a high retention rate. So, and the more people don't value life, the more they're going to run into strife. It's kind of how it works. I think, okay, so my FYP, my common denominators of things that technology thinks that I need to see is that actress lost her husband. I watched every single episode of Parks and Rec. And this is not the new year. Stop saying that this is a terrible way to start the new year. The new year is in the spring. This is not the new year. Terrible things are happening all over the place. Stop thinking about bad things happening. I don't think about bad things happening. I try not to land on any one thing, because I'm one of them seers. Because so many times I've seen things and those things have happened. Because I mean, we live in a there's there ain't 8 billion people on the planet, number one. Who counted them all? And all those places with all the people that don't count. And I mean, they just, I don't have faith in people and their ability to count. I never believe the population and what they say. And like you watch shows in the 90s, they'll be like, oh yeah, there's 4 billion. And then like, I mean, perception is reality. So whatever you tell people, they're going to be like, oh, that's how it is. Only we're the ones that create how reality is. God, my skin just got like dry all of a sudden. I got some lotion here. I got this. This stuff is really good.
It's soft.
It's body butter.
Body butter, that's interesting.
O'Shea. I put it on your face sometimes. I ordered a heater because one of the heaters is breaking. It's on its way out. And so, well, it's being finicky. So I ordered another one. And the one I ordered, I don't know if it'll get here because 2 of the things that I ordered the last time, or the time before last that I ordered, aren't coming. I just saw last night they canceled them. And then I saw that there's sheets of ice and roads, and like I see, every time I see on the interweb, like anytime I order anything or I send somebody to package to somebody or something, and then I see a FedEx, I'm always like, I wonder if my shit's on that truck. I hope that first thought, I hope driver's okay. I wonder if my shit's on that truck. The drivers like me. They dig me. They have no problem. You will never hear the drivers complain about me. Nice. Yeah. Anyway, I was thinking about in 2000. That's when I experienced an ice storm. I was in basic training in Lackland, San Antonio, Texas, and it was like Christmas. And the offices were closed, but they had 6 of us. They picked 6 of us out to go march literally in formation in our dress blues in these like little like stupid lame black dress shoes, like in an ice storm.
Whoa,
across the base. The ice was 3/4 of an inch, like, and we had to go over this. It was so funny. Good thing social media didn't exist like it does now then, because there's 6 airmen like I'm at the top. I'm grabbing the rails, pulling myself up. And then I'm like, come on. You know, the next person and the person behind them, and then the last two people, you know, they'll walk up. I always been the one telling people, like, okay, this is the problem. This is how we get out of it. Because we still have to go fucking clean this asshole officer, general, fucking colonel, whatever they are, headquarters, had to go clean their office when they're not going to see it for, like, another week. Like, it was so, it's just busy. It's just like, it's so lame. And then people have parades for lame shit. Well, at least I know what to do in an ice storm. And I know what to do when I almost drowned, so I had swimming lessons for a lot of years. All the times, like, I drank and just made bad choices. Like, I thought I was reminded of one time, because why am I talking about all these because I had a close call yesterday, and I call it like a final destination moment, like where you like, whoa, that could have been much different. And I have this little stair in here, and then I have this ramp that comes off it, and I have usually I have a way that I step off of it, and I have bad ankles. And I've rolled my ankle and popped it one time, and then so yesterday it almost did that when it rolls like that. It almost did that, but I lunged forward, and when I lunged forward, the corner of the sink top, I don't even have counters, it's just a sink top, and then the stove's right next to it. It went right into my chest. Ooh. Right here. But I caught myself like this. Oh. And I don't even have a bruise on my chest, which I'm really surprised. It's just like, it's really tender today. But I didn't even do any sets today. I had an off day. Because I'm like, all of my, because I jarred myself. But if that was my head, that would have like put that, if I would like, thank you for the experience. Still as uncomfortable as it is, and it has been. I've had a lot of experience. I've seen a lot of things. This was for shock and awe. That's with all the, it was shock and awe because I just stood there with my mouth open and watched all this, like, this is where the budgets go. That was weird. So consensus reality. And then I've thought about all the history of like how consensus how it's been manipulated since like Hollywood and all its druid influence, and it's all manipulation. It's all switch and bait. It's all trickery. You know, like I often try to imagine the earth and what it's going to be like when without all that. And it seems like it's getting closer. like people are going to tell their stories, but it's going to be more of like an independent kind of thing. And yeah, there's always going to be a world where that the big production, you know, because there's those people that have to create lack. It's just not a part of the world that I want to make predominant. Like this stuff still goes on because like people like me, like when I was a little girl, Mom watched like Green Beret, stuff like that. Country! And then I come to find it's all bullshit. You know, there were no weapons of mass. It's just it's high budgets for big productions. For a pretty insignificant small group of men to try to establish their dominance. I mean, think about the few groups of people, the few numbers of people, according to all the people that are on the planet, that decide to not only decimate the populations of the places which they choose to bomb, they are also scarring the earth. They are also causing harm to the earth itself, which is its own living organism. Thus, this year, she's going to go through a big old growing spurt. So, because as we do, we grow within, from getting quiet and thinking, meditating, contemplating, and asking what the right action is, and then getting quiet and listening to what that right action is, without always going, just constantly going. It must be exhausting for people to have to just live that best life all the time and constantly just wake up every day and be like, oh, what am I going to do today? How am I going to indulge, all these people healing? Like, when are you going to be healed? And then what are you going to do then? Are you going to help other people, or are you just going to try and maintain that level of bliss? That ain't the JC consciousness. So we'll see. I'm just reporting the world evolving as I understand it. But I never saw it how most people see it anyway. And the evidence of that is clear on point in the history of my channel. Although I guarantee if you go back and listen to my videos, you're gonna hear a lot of what's going on today, as I understand it, because I just see things how they could go, based on people's free will, because everybody has free will. How are they going to choose to act? And mostly people are choosing to act selfishly. And the consequence of that costs people their soul every day. The rituals people do. I mean, the soul, the spirit, it don't know the difference between playing a witch and being a witch. There is no difference, on the screen. It's like it's all... it's like I get stuff on my FYP, like witch I'm not a witch. The only thing I identify is, hi, my name's Marge. I'm a Hayoka empath. I just like having these little talks on how I feel about things. That's it. This Hayoka empath. That's it. And there's a lot of dudes in Lakota Nation would be like, no. Oh, God, it's another one. It's, some broad thinks. No, I'm two-spirit. I got two spirits. My body is so, I got both of them. I got male energy in me. I got female energy in me. And I stay home a lot because I meet myself in the world a lot. And I don't, if people have so much time and effort that they can just, I just hope that they're helping people along the way, along their adventures, because everybody's in an adventure. That's what life is, right? And because I go out and I ask, I'm like, what's the climate? How are people? Like, are they having experiencing lack? Are they like, where are we? What's the climate? And I listen to a lot of perspectives on YouTube. I listen to so many different kinds. I listen to people that I can't stand just because I appreciate their perspective. I don't have to like them. I just appreciate their contribution as to how I can process, life as I understand it. I just look at things from a kind of higher perspective. Like that thumbnail that I have in the please don't. That thumbnail that I have in the talk, that's a building in Omaha. It's the Landmark building. They used to have the phone company in there. And I've known people that have worked in the phone company. My ex, her father, they ran the lines, not for the phone company, but for the electricity in North Omaha. Like, I mean, people, they get established, and then they get all, then like, you get all the good stuff. And then, like, everybody in that family gets all the good stuff. And us throwaways, that don't leave a whole lot of options for us throwaways. We got to get creative. Especially, like, if you don't suck up and play the game. And I don't suck up and I don't play the game. I quit the best job I ever had at Creighton University because the boss, Christopher Arison, was a narcissistic D-bag. And he was a control freak, and I wouldn't let him control me. And I mean, that culture is gross and nasty, and it's not my thing. Religion is not my thing. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, and they're just, I mean, they're freaking like shared quarters for the priest smells like locker room. I mean, it's just dudes are dudes, and they're just gross. When they live in hive like that, you know, and they have other people that pay for people to clean up after them. Like, when you let people be all that they are, I mean, human beings are just disgusting. Where are you trying to go, sir? Are you trying to go back up there? Go ahead. I feel like we just did this. Go ahead, Loopy. Oh, my whole body hurts. Like, I'd hardly slept at all last night because I couldn't turn over. Like, I had to think. I mean, it's hard for me because my body's falling apart. Fucking shit. Like, I have to, if I'm going to turn over, because usually there's a dog in some sort of predominant area where I got to lift my hips up, so I'm doing like that. Like, I gotta lift my hips up and then turn over and then move my legs intentionally. You know, it's just because God. Oh, look how cute Tucker is. He's in his little Tucker bean. He's in his little Fluffy's bed. Oh. I got two of those fluffy beds piled one on top of the other, and they all lay in it.
They like, yeah.
Or they're lay on the top of the cage. Benny. Mom gets a king size bed. Laser Eye Luna's back there.
Laser Eye?
Do you see her? Laser Eye Luna. Blue, blue, blue.
Oh, that's
And then Benny is just his whiners. God. Love you, Benny. I do. You're a good boy. And then Tucker's down. I don't think the screen will go. Tucker's down there. And then Stanley's around here somewhere. So now I'm trying to imagine what our next, because I'm ready for our forever home, because this ain't for our forever home. This is again, this is our place. Like we have to go someplace now. That's what this place was, and this is the place that like was going off. So now, stop. Just be chill. I'm almost done. And then we can go on and it can just be the Benny show again. Good boy. Good dog. You're okay. He's just trying to get comfortable. It's okay. You're a good boy. Yeah. He's like, it's like when kids get the zoomies.
The zoomies, yeah.
Yeah, but it's windy.
Windy.
God, it's so windy. It's not near as cold as it is in a lot of places. But when I look at, like, for instance, because I look at a lot of different maps. So I'll look at the AccuWeather map. AccuWeather. Radars and maps. And then, because everybody talks about stuff, and then you see it come up on this. They talk about it, and then they show screens. And then the places where people are, we see their experience. So, because I should have started getting screenshots earlier. Because it's just kind of growing out of nothing. Because it wasn't this earlier. And see, the more people talk about it, it gives it more power. You know, people on like the main parallels, 30th, 40th, everybody talks about it. When groups come together, they create that energy, which adds more. So I don't talk about a lot of stuff that other people talk about it, because I'm not going to help add to the storm, because I had to walk across that stupid base in an ice storm.
Whoa.
I didn't even, because I was in basic. We didn't know what the weather was, you know. Then all of it, and then like I had Warrior Week, that when we had where we went, it was like camping, the air farces. It's just all. I was reminded of that today because I have a cousin. She's 75 in Oklahoma.
Wow.
And she lived. Because I always like been like fascinated with horses and taking care of them, and like how they heal people and they're majestic creatures and all that stuff. They just always scared me because of something that happened when I was a little girl. So I've always been cautious of them, and I just don't be scared around them. And I'm like, I can't do that. But I've been around them, and I get past my fears and stuff, because the only person that tells me I'm afraid of them is me. And but she lived that equestrian life. Like she has a place now that I think she has a old horse left, but she has like 30 something stalls.
Oh,
Like
wow.
it's the ideal place to have like do kind of what I want to do. I just don't want to live in Oklahoma, near Texas. Okay, so Benny, you are just fine, sir. She just posted earlier about it. She posts a lot though, so that was her that did that. Oh, here it is. 1987. This was a picture of her. Her horse, 1-4-83. He lived to 35 and died on the ranch where he was born. I spent half my life with him, and his empty field makes me sad to this day. The times we had are the memories of better days when we were both young. So this is what National Stakes featuring the Texas Classic. And then that is my cousin on her horse. So it's her frequency that I tune in with. We've talked a couple times on we found each other on. She I think she wants me to like make sure that I will. Oh, her birthday is today.
Today?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, good day.
Her TV broke, and because she don't got she's 75, like all her family's gone, you know.
And she doesn't. Oh.
And she don't got nobody, so we bought her we replaced her TV to celebrate the winter, almost for it being more over than it's.
Oh.
I hate the cold, man. My body does. We gotta get wood heat. Because that's the only heat. I don't want gas.
No.
I would eat, but so we gotta find our forever home where I can like chop wood and stay mobile and stuff like that. Because it hurts too much when I get cold and achy. And I don't. You're fine. Mom, will you pet him, please? I'm almost done. Happy birth to Earth Day. She has a bunch of cats. Like, I mean, that's what genetics are. Like, people do what they learn to do. some people, I think, and then some people are looking their whole life to figure out what that thing is that they do.
Okay.
And that's what they do, is try to figure out what they do.
What they do.
That's the thing that they do, and they don't even know that they're doing that thing. Oh, sillies. Hey, mental pancakes. Hope you're good up there in frigid air. It's just frigid air. Like, I go outside, like, people are like, oh, you know, because it's cold. It's cold here. How old? Because we got wind chill. I'm 7,000 feet up. The elevation population welcome to Taos sign says 6969. I don't know. But the maps are doing different things, so I'm curious if if we did little social experiences to, if people just went to their weather map and showed what the everything shows and see how congruent it actually is. That would be kind of fun for me. I would like to see the data on that. So anyway, I think that's about all I got. Did you want to add anything, Ma?
No.
No? You doing good?
Yeah.
You still got a pulse? Still content little old lady?
Yeah.
Happy little old lady?
Happy little lady. I'm still alive.
She's still alive. Because, you know, because you want to be, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
You got longevity in it. See, we ended up back where Mom was born, which is a story for later. But, we're real grateful that her course of life went on as it did.
It did.
Yeah, that she was born here and not raised.
Oh.
We're real grateful for that, because that's okay. How things turn out, because things can turn out like, see, it doesn't matter what has happened in your life. It's what you've taken with all of the things that have happened and continue to happen to some people in life, and then what they do with it, the experiences, like all piled up, you know, how they choose to bundle that up, and what kind of, you know, they want to put it in a shit sack, or, you know, put a nice little bow on it, and then just like present every day as a different opportunity to add to the environment, whatever their environment is that day. Things to ponder. That's about all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a rad day.